5 things that won't be included in Clash Royale. So hey guys, it's me King and I'm back with another brand new video on Clash Royale. So today I'm gonna talk about 5 things that won't ever be included in Clash Royale. So let me start. First is the earthquake spell. If you were a COC player, or you still are, you might know about the earthquake spell. Since poison cards was introduced in Clash Royale, people won't be shocked if earthquake spell is included in Clash Royale, but this card has a certain disadvantage in CR, due to which developers are trying not to include it in the arenas. The use of earthquake spell is to damage the buildings and walls in Clash of Clans, but in Clash Royale these things can't be implemented properly. Even if this card costs 2 elixir, the buildings remain as powerful as ever, countering the possible threats like RG, Hog, and heavy tanks like Golem and Pekka. The other problem is that if the opponent has no building in the deck, earthquake spell card would be completely useless and would have been much better if he had like poison or jab or fire. Second thing I want to address is the heal spell. Second and third point would be covering heal spell and healer, as in healing in general. It would be great if the cards are being healed over a certain radius like freeze and raise, but the developers tend to avoid putting healing spell because of the following reason. First of all, the arenas are too small and the radius could not be easily managed, and certain troops like elite barbarians or golem tend to last much longer, and the heal spell itself would be an OP card. Another reason is that Clash Royale is amended in a certain way that the buildings and towers are impacted by the spell card, so people may use this card for healing the tower and buildings rather than using offensively, giving harder time for opponents to react. Healers would be the same thing, can be made too OP, but still there is hope for a healer because it could be easily countered by minions and other low elixir cards. Fourth thing is the surrender option. Clash of Clans has the surrender button, but and many people want the same thing in Clash Royale, but this will never be included in Clash Royale due to the fact that high level players can gain access to dropping trophies much quicker, making it hard to low level players to compete. Since it's a free to play game, the balance would be a key point in making the players engaged in the game. So putting a surrender would just make the whole Supercell industry surrender. No puns intended. And the last thing, but not the least, that I want to address is the offline mode. People have the desire to play games everywhere, but sometimes we can't get internet access, or maybe there is some other reasons. Whatever the reason may be, but still many people would love to play it offline with bots or with friends via Bluetooth. These things can be addressed in Clash Royale due to the fact that the placement of those troops are all done in X coordinate and Y coordinate and maintaining the rules of the dimension. But in offline mode, these all things should be changed because the AI can't be designated to a certain point. If a game is to be played like Hill Climb Racing 2, the interaction of the cards would be completely different and the developers would have to do a lot of coding for this kind of game modes. So these are the 5 things that won't be included in Clash Royale. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe, and most importantly, comment on which additional point should I had to include in this video. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll be tuning in with you really soon. Keep flashing.
Time to time in my dreams, I do this for you. I do this for my mother, who's finally clean, no longer a fan. I do this for you. I do this for my sister, my wife and my kids, cause they part of the team. I do this for all the naysayers and haters who made me one of the greatest. I know it kills you inside, that's why I do this for you. I do this for my father, who I've only seen from time to time in my dreams. I do this for you. I do this for my mother, who's finally clean, no longer a fan. I do this for you. I do this for my sister, my wife and my kids, cause they part of the team. I do this for all the naysayers and haters who made me one of the greatest. I know it kills you inside, that's why I do this for you.
I do this for the kids who sit a bit outside the mix, who maybe cope through humor just to fit in for a bit, who never let the world know when depression's setting in. To all of those who know you, that impression don't exist, and it ain't counterfeit, it's just a way to counter it. I'm living things I dreamed about, I still encounter it. It ain't something that a cigarette or alcohol can fix, but all because of it, I flipped it quick, went on to write some hits. This a success, off another breath. This the first step in searching to be nothing less than be the best in what you do to prove their strength in being you. Learn so much in chasing dreams that I never would in school. Depends on where your passion lie, just no passion never lie. Life presents distractions, but your actions have to fortify the things that you believe in. Have to scream it like a battle cry and leave the ones who didn't looking stupid while they're asking why. Couldn't lie, I really do this for the ones I love. Those who treat the music as a vice and lyrics like a drug. Those who need advice on how to lift their spirit high enough to break out of the box they make of lives they know aren't good enough. Just because it's how it is don't mean it's how it has to be. This is what the uninspired testifiers fail to see. Jealousy results from being that which others fail to be. And if it means you're not with me, that honestly sounds fair to me.
I do this for my father, who I've only seen from time to time in my dreams. I do this for you. I do this for my mother, who's finally clean, no longer a fan. I do this for you. I do this for my sister, my wife and my kids, cause they part of the team. I do this for all the naysayers and haters who made me one of the greatest. I know it kills you inside, that's why I do this for you.
Do this for my mother, she'll be working for the summer. Do this for my father, cause these days I often wonder what my life would have been like if I was not adopted. To grow up in a home where I was treated like a problem. I don't know, it's just a guess. Your guess probably good as mine. Lucky that I grew up in a home that wanted me to shine. Lucky that I grew up around some mountains we were taught to climb. Without that inspiration, I don't think that this would be my life. Do this for my friends who've scattered all across the country now. I'm out in Sweden walking back through life so I can write it down. Make a living off the sound, so crazy to say out loud. I'm the biggest thing since Travis Rice to come up out the town. Sorry, gotta stunt a little. Used to have my dreams belittled, but it's all a part of it. I know people's minds are fickle, lines between reality and dreams I blur like faded nights. Come up been so good for me, I wish that I could make it twice.
I do this for my father, who I've only seen from time to time in my dreams. I do this for you. I do this for my mother, who's finally clean, no longer a fan. I do this for you. I do this for my sister, my wife and my kids, cause they part of the team. I do this for all the naysayers and haters who made me one of the greatest. I know it kills you inside, that's why I do this for you.